Hello. Anybody here? Good morning. Hi. Hey, Paul. Hey, Beth. Good morning, my friend. Oh, Sam. Oh, my goodness. Nice to see you all. Okay. What requests do you have? Catherine Roberts. Hey. I thought so. I was like, I can't see that tiny little circle. Hey, Ren. Oh, hey. Oh, Ren, while I have you, okay, standing balances. Ren, to sign up for the Goddess series, my friend wants you to just Venmo her, and in that Venmo, give her your email. And her Venmo is Salty Dog Yoga Surf. I'll look at that right now. Okay, standing balances. Paul, what would you like to work on? Hips and feet. Okay, we can do it. Let me just get some water. All right. Sorry, guys, getting it together today. Is anybody else having one of those days? I'm in need of a grounding practice for sure. So that's what we will work on in addition to standing balances and hips and feet. Thank you all for your requests. All right, I think that's it. Okay, cool. And Ren, do you have any requests? Paul says inversions. Yes, for sure. I'm just going to hang out by this chat for one more moment if any of you... Nope, no requests. Okay. All right, cool. And you guys can hear me okay? Even back here. I need to figure out a way to see your chat while being back at my mat. Oh, Ren, I miss you. You guys, Ren took my Kunga teacher training in Blacksburg, Virginia at Imbalance Yoga. And Sam is also a Kungi based in Virginia right now. Paul, where do you live? Beth is here with me in Wilmington. Eliza Klein. Ooh, Sam, that's cool. You can keep one at your mouth with sound off. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Maybe next time. Okay. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, this is Vinyasa Yoga and Mantra with me, Noelle Whittington. And I'm so happy that our little family keeps growing and growing. Thank you for joining me every week, and some of you since the beginning. So I'm honored to be here with you. There's lots happening in the world right now. It seems like things are changing moment to moment. So these practices serve as a time for us to come together and to ground down and to connect. So we're connecting in a virtual way, but we're also connecting on a physical, spiritual, emotional, and energetic level. I think one of the coolest things about what's going on in the world right now, in addition to the planet healing itself, is we are being called, all beings, we're being called to find ways to tap into the collective. And when I say the collective, I mean Brahman. I mean that universal soul, spirit energy where we all meet. In yogic philosophy, the individual self or the individual soul in certain texts is called Atman. And our practice helps us to connect with that soul that we are, but also helps us to connect to the collective as well. So it just is such a blessing for us to have this platform to be together. So I'd love to start with some breath work to ground down. I think we all need that. And then we'll get into a little bit of chanting and we'll move through our practice. And our physical practice so far includes hips and feet and standing balances and inversions. Hips, feet, standing balances, and inversions. Cool. So like Samantha taught me, I'm going to try and have my video on with the sound off. Let's see if this works. And if it doesn't work, I'll just turn it off. Oh, we're live. Oh, we're live. Oh, huh. Oh, we're live. Oh, huh. Oh, we're live. Oh, huh. It's a really cool delay. It's a really cool delay. How do I turn the sound off? Not working. Nope, not doing it. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Maybe Samantha, you can help me off this video. So let's find a comfortable position in which to begin. Maybe that is lying down, maybe it's in your seat. If you are in a seat, feel free to just press down on the legs. Give yourself a nice grounding press. A nice grounding press. If you'd like, you can move through your neck or your shoulders. And if you're lying down, you can just gently turn your head. And if you're in your seat, feel free to move in any way that you like. And let's drop the gaze or close the eyes. Let's take a deep, full breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. This time, hold your breath at the top, tuck your chin. Release it through your mouth. Now let's inhale, lower, middle, and upper lungs. Maybe putting the hands on the belly and the heart. Exhaling, releasing the lungs, softening the chest, relaxing the rib cage, and drawing the navel back. Inhaling long Dirgha Pranayama up the body, 3-part breath. Exhaling down the body. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's start adding breath retention. If you're not pregnant, you can hold the breath. Inhale fully. Hold the breath at the top. Tuck the chin, activating Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock. If you like, you can feel the energy moving in the center of the body, supporting you, energizing you, slowing the heart rate, creating space. Sip more air in through your mouth and continue to hold. While you're holding, run your tongue over your teeth and swallow. And then let's exhale slowly. Hold the breath at the bottom for 5, 4, holding the exhale 3, keep holding 2, hold 1, inhale slowly, lock the chin, hold, sip a little more air through the mouth, hold, swallow wet your lips, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale slowly. Hold the breath out, 5, 4, you can tuck the chin if you like, 3, 2, 1, inhale deeply. Hold. Sip more air in through the mouth, hold. Run your tongue over your teeth, swallow, drop your shoulders. Exhale, release through the mouth. Now bring the index and middle finger to the brow center to the third eye, preparing for channel purifying Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. Inhale through both nostrils. Close the right with the thumb, exhale through the left and down the left side of the body. Let the energy go down from crown to the root, down to the earth. Pull energy up from the core of the earth through the left side. Let it rainbow through the middle, pass it through the third eye, down and out the right nostril, down to the core of the earth through the vessel of your body. Inhale, draw up from the core of the earth through that central axis, the Sushumna Nadi. Hold the nose and feel the energy rise to the forehead, to the third eye. Send the energy up through the crown, Sahasrara, and receive information from your star, miles above you. Feel the forehead get warm. Exhale, release through the left. All the way down to the earth. Inhale, draw that grounding, stable energy of earth up through the body, up through the left nostril. Collected at the third eye and crown. Feel the forehead and the top of the head get warm. Visualizing white light coming down from the cosmos. Sending you all the wisdom that you need to know. Exhaling, releasing what you don't need out the right side. Draw up from the earth through the body. Hold in the center, illuminate the crown. Gaze at the third eye, center of the forehead. Draw that wisdom down. Exhale through the left. Inhale, earth energy up. Feeling grounded and rooted. Bring the energy to the third eye and the crown. Feel that expansive, spacious, eternal, cosmic energy coming down through the top of the head. And exhale through the right to finish. Release the hands to the lap or perhaps onto the heart if it feels good for you. If you like, take a moment now to cultivate an intention for your practice. What is the mental, emotional, or spiritual need? If there's someone in your world who needs support, let's visualize them right now. It can be more than one person. Say those people's names in your mind. Call upon the support of the entire cosmos and that which is beyond the beyond through the vessel of our bodies, through that sound of Om, the destination of peace and eternal ease. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we all be delivered to peace. Hari Om, Shanti, 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 body, mind, spirit. May we meet in that space. Namaste. Let's bring the thumbs together at the third eye, at the wisdom center, honoring that deep knowing that we're all going to be okay. We will get through this together, and we will emerge stronger than before. I believe in us. I believe in you. I'm here for you. If you'd like, you can release your hands and slowly allow the gaze to come back into the space. It usually feels better for me to open my eyes while I'm looking at the floor first before I start to let in the surroundings. So let's come out of our meditation space slowly. And wherever you are, let's just begin rolling the neck gently. Just rolling gently, fully. Deeply breathing. Allow your hand to move toward the right and then stretch down through the left fingertips and take some deep breaths here. With your breath, move the tension from your neck down through your arm. Feel it moving down through the tips of the fingers and give it back to the earth. Let the earth support you. Feel the fingertips and the thumb tips get warm, receiving all of that support and healing energy. Feel it move up your arm and let it nurture and support you. And bring your right hand to the left shoulder, the left neck, and give yourself a massage there. Turning the head. Deeply breathing. Relaxing the jaw. Coming back to the breath a million times when you forget, when you get distracted, when the normal triggers of the day and our bodies and our lives and the situations come back to the breath, and get your breath really slow and send it down to the earth. And then let's release the right hand, release the left hand, roll the head through the center and to the left. Send the head to the left, stretch the right hand down, and you can press it to the floor, press it to the ground if you can. And in that space of grounding, turn through the head. Turn through the head, deep breaths. As many times as you need to, take a big release as an exhale through the mouth. To cultivate strength and heat, we breathe through the nose, and to allow our bodies to release and to move energy, sometimes it's helpful to exhale through the mouth. Let your inhale serve to give you everything that you need, and let your exhale help you move it out. Move it out, let it go, release it, give it back to the earth. Feel the energy traveling down the side of the neck, down the shoulder, down the right arm, down to the earth. And then receive all of the warmth and nurturing support coming up through the right arm. And let's take the left hand to the right neck and shoulder and give yourself a massage there. Relaxing the jaw. Deep breaths, everybody. Let's let the breath be the music today. Throughout the practice, you might notice if you can hear birds outside. The volume of nature has increased with our situation, I think. And then let's relax the arms. Let's bring the head back up above the shoulders and reach the arms out and up. Inhaling, reach the sky. As you exhale, just bend the elbows and draw the tips of the shoulder blades together as you lift the heart, broadening the chest. And then inhale and reach up. Exhale and pull. And inhale and reach up. And exhale and pull. Let your arms stay like a cactus. Take an inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, twist left. Return to center. Inhale, raise the arms. And exhale, twist to your right. You can have your right hand behind you for support, and the left hand might press down on the leg to lift up the chest, or you might add that grip of the thigh to help you twist a little bit more. Feel free to move through your neck while you're here. So we're still twisting to the right. Still breathing deeply. And then let's inhale and return. Reach the arms up if you'd like. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. And an offering of gratitude, Anjali Mudra. Now, let's switch the seat. So take a moment to stretch your legs. Send them out in front of you, and you might roll your ankles and wiggle your toes, or you might place your feet wide and rock your knees side to side. And then recross the legs if you had them crossed in a different way. So maybe you don't want to cross both legs. Maybe you stretch the other leg out, or perhaps you bring it in or bring it on top. So taking a different seat than you had before on the last time, let's raise the arms up on the inhale. And then exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, and reach the arms up. And then exhale, twist left, using your left arm behind you for support and your right hand to the outside of your thigh. You can press down to lift up through your chest, or you can draw a little bit deeper. Deep, full breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. Return to center. Inhale and reach up. Exhale again, hands down. Let's take the hands at the heart space, take an inhale. And then exhale and press the energy out and away with your palms. Exhale through the mouth as you do. Receive warm, comforting, grounding, connective energy as you inhale. Bring the hands into the heart. And as you exhale, press everything that is not divine love away and out. Feel that ripple out into the world. Gather your strength. Inhale. Exhale, press it out, press it away, let it go, push it out. One last time, inhale, pull in. Receive. And exhale, press out. Let's bring one hand to the root of the body and one hand to the top of the head. The hand at Muladhara chakra at your root, feel it get warm. Feel the root relax down toward the floor, and imagine that you're growing roots, physical roots like a tree, down to the earth. Send those energy cords down to the core of the earth, down to that wisdom of Gaia, Gaia Ma. Offer gratitude for our resources, for our privilege of living on this beautiful planet. And then feel that energy travel up through the roots of your vessel, through the root of your body, Muladhara chakra, moving all the way up through the central line. And feel the hand at the top of the head get warm, and actively, gently press the top of the head into the hand that's at the crown. And feel those energy cords moving up. From the top of the head to the stars, send your cords up and link them to stars and planets out in the cosmos. And let's receive the wisdom and information of that which is beyond us, that which is timeless, that which is cosmic. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, gently release the hands. And let's bring the hands in to the navel, just above the navel, to the solar plexus, to Manipura chakra, and also to the pranic center called Khanda. Feel your warm hands at this power center. Please continue to honor your bodies, and as you honor your body, your immune system gets stronger, your intuition gets stronger, and your ability for your body and your mind to process the information from your cosmic self gets stronger as well and more clear. May we continue to be guided. We are held and supported. We are safe. And when you're ready, release your hands and let's move slowly to table. Take as long as you need here. Allow all the emotion, the natural waves of energy moving through you as information to flow through. If you need to cry, you can cry. If you need to make some noise, make some noise. Please try not to censor yourself today. Try not to allow any of that to get stuck. Let's move it all through. Okay? So come to table. And when you come to table, you can bring a blanket underneath your knees if you want to do that, if you have one. And if you don't, you can always just roll up your mat, taking 2 fingers and pull it back like this, okay? So that it's sort of like an accordion. But if you have your blanket, you can put it down there. And then let's place the hands right underneath the shoulders. If you have your blanket, make sure that it's kind of flat and not super messy so that you have the same level for both kneecaps. The index fingers are parallel to one another. Let's broaden the chest, drop the belly and inhale. And then exhale, round the spine. Now we'll add some sounding. So as you inhale, drop the belly and open up through the heart. As you exhale, close your lips and hum while you round the spine to flexion. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, tuning to health and abundance and wealth. One more time. Inhale, extension. Exhale, tuning to the frequency of global healing. Return to neutral as you inhale. As you exhale, let's come to child's pose, or you can come to downward facing dog. So if you choose child's pose, feel free to take your fists or maybe a block and you can put it under your forehead, or just let your head rest on the floor if that's available. If you're in child's pose, you can stretch out for your wrists. And Paul wanted to do feet today, so let's get into the feet right away. Tuck the toes under and then sit your weight back towards your feet in child's pose. And you can actively press down through the forearms or through the hands to put more stretch in your feet. So let's take a few deep breaths here, whether you're in child's pose or downward facing dog. And inhaling, expanding the back of the body. Exhaling, releasing. We'll take 2 more breaths. And 1 more. So Then let's return to table. Move your props out of the way, and we'll come into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Coming into downward facing dog, let's take a moment. So if you're in down dog, you can pedal through your feet. I'm just turning my clock on so I know what time it is. The hands are strong, pressing forward, down, and away. And then you're bending one knee and then the other. Stretching your feet here, you can lift up really high onto the tippy toes. Press the hips up and back. And as you exhale, press the heels back down. Try lifting the toes. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the heels down. It's okay if the heels don't touch the floor. And imagine or actually lift the toes up. Inhale, lift. And exhale, press down. On your inhale, let's walk forward to the top of your space. Let's separate the feet as much as you want to. Walk the hands way up to the thighs or to the shins. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, let's fold forward. Relax your arms, let them dangle. Relax the head and neck. Shake your head yes, no. Maybe you roll your wrists. And if you'd like, you can walk your hands over in one direction or the other. I invite you to notice all of the sensations that are happening in your physical body, not just in this practice, but kind of in your life right now. Emotional pain and psychic distress can show up in your body as physical tension. And for me, my sciatica has been out of control. So one thing that helps me with that is to bend one knee and one hand comes down to a blocker to the floor and the other hand reaches up while that opposite leg straightens. So inhaling through center, bend one knee, straighten the other leg and reach up, and you can go side to side like that if you would like to. Inhaling through the middle and exhaling to switch. Just going side to side. Deep breaths. Then when you're ready, come down, relax in the center. Maybe your arms hang out. Maybe you hold on to your elbows or even to the back of the neck. And let's put some of the weight in the toes. Resist the urge to block the knees and press everything back. Let's draw the weight forward and lift the hips high. You can shake your head, no worries, or just no. And then yes, I am having a great day. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. And then relax your arms and let's roll to stand, or if you need back support like me, you can walk your hands up your legs, go slowly, let your blood pressure have time to regulate, and then let your arms come down by your sides, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down, and we'll get into our flow. For this, let's walk the feet a couple of inches apart or together, your choice. If the feet are together, try touching the big toes together and let the heels move ever so slightly apart. Let's reach up and inhale. If you want, put the weight in the toes, press the hips forward, draw the navel up, lift the chest, and touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Grab that star, pull the cosmic energy into your hands, and then fold forward, pulling that energy down, Panavayu, and press it down to the earth as you exhale, releasing the arms, dropping the head completely. Inhale, hands to your shins, or you can keep them on the floor. Take a flat back, put some of the weight in your toes, and draw the heart forward. And as you exhale, let's fold deeply in. Then inhale, let's rise up to stand again. Raise your arms, lift high, take a back bend, press the hips forward, lift the heart high, and exhale to fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. One more time, we rise, inhale. Engaging the core, lift out of the low back, take a back bend, lift your heart, gaze up. Exhale the hands to the waist. Inhale, standing on your right foot, let's raise the left leg up. As you exhale, press the left leg back like warrior three, bringing the chest forward. Step your left foot back into a separate lane like train tracks with your feet. Inhale to crescent warrior, raise the arms and bend your back knee. And exhale, stand up, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, bend the front knee, drop the back knee. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, fly. Exhale, stand. Inhale, fly. Really working the ball of the back foot the whole time. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, stand. Now let's come into crescent warrior. So bend your front knee. Drive the back leg a little higher. Scoop the tail slightly forward. Feel the belly draw back. Feel the ribs draw back. Feel the heart lift up. And then send the energy out through your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, open your arms and your chest to your right. Look at your right knee. Make sure it's tracking over the second and the third toe. Option two is to take your left hand onto your right thigh and draw the ribs back more, and maybe you gaze to your right. Let's take another full breath in. As you exhale, let's bring the left hand down inside the right foot and take the right arm high for revolve low lunge. Option to stay right here. Option to work into side plank variations. So start to heel toe the right foot to the right. Turn the heels to the left. Look at your left hand and left foot aligned. You're on that pinky toe blade of the back foot because your toes are pulling towards your knees. Stay there or drop the hips. Lift up, inhale. Exhale and drop. Fly up, inhale. Exhale and drop. And then let's come back to meet everybody in revolve low lunge. Bring the right foot forward. The left hand is still down inside that right foot. Let's bring the left knee down. Option to stay right here. Option to lift your back foot up and enjoy your quad stretch. Or without touching the foot, let's just liberate that right arm and bring it back. So for this variation, keep hugging the right knee in toward the side of the body without allowing it to drop out. We'll do that later maybe, if I remember. This is your practice, so please honor your body as you need. Just use this as a guide to remember to breathe. Let's bring the hands back down, frame the front foot. Tuck your left toes under and lift your left knee up. Plant the hands, let's step back to down dog, or take your right leg up and back to 3-point. As you exhale, let's just circle around here in free movement. Option one is to bring the left knee down and you can circle in your table. Option two, you can be in down dog. Or option three, move forward to plank and up, back, and around. Now switch the direction of your circle, same leg. Now let's find either table or down dog hip stretch. Let your right hip open. Option to stay here. Option to step over, turn your left foot, step your right foot back, but then plant your feet. Walk your left foot closer to your left hand and press your hips up and liberate your right arm. Take a full breath in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Option to stay right there, or inhale, move forward to plank. And on the knees or toes, exhale through chaturanga, straight spine and core is engaged. Inhale to cobra, or for upward facing dog, press down into the feet and pull the energy into the inner thighs as you lift the thighs up, lift the chest higher, press into the toes. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Down dog, take a breath. You can shake out your neck. You can release the jaw at any time. If you'd rather be in child's pose, you totally can. On your inhale, bend your knees, look beyond your hands, and exhale, step, or you can jump forward. If you jump, you're jumping to your gaze, so keep that forward if you can. Plant the feet in Tadasana, so a couple of inches apart where big toes touch, and then fold Uttanasana. Just experience that forward fold sensation for a moment. Put a lot of weight in your toes and press the hips toward the sky. Now, hands to your shins or keep them on the floor. Loop the shoulders back and lift the heart, engage the core. Inhale, feel the navel drop underneath the ribs, and keep the navel drawing up as you fold Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Take a back bend if you want to, but send the weight forward and up. Exhaling, hands to the heart and hands to the waist. Roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, let's lift the right leg high, send it back through warrior three as you exhale. Drive the power back through the right leg and then start to bend your left knee and step back to crescent warrior so your feet are in separate lanes and your back heel is lifted. Really work your back foot. On your inhale, bend your back knee. As you exhale, stand up. Inhale, fly. Exhale, rise. Work the back foot. Inhale, rise. Sit. Exhale, rise. Two more. And one more. Find your crescent warrior. Hands in the air. Bend your back knee to scoop your tail forward. Roll the belly back. Roll the chest back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, turn and open to your left. Option one is to stay here. Option two, you can take your hand to the outside of the thigh and draw the left rib cage back. And then maybe you gaze back. At the same time, you're pressing your right thigh back. Take another full breath in. And as you exhale, let's bring the right hand down inside the left foot and left arm rises. So revolve low lunge, option to stay there, or you can turn your heels to your right, toes to your left, and start to heel toe your left foot down your mat. Your right hand and your right foot are in one line and the toes are drawing toward the knee. Stay there, or you can lift the hips, you can sit down. Inhale to lift. Use that left foot to help you. Use the right foot to help you. So the weight is in your legs, not just in your right hand. Circle all the way back. And then let's step the left foot forward again, finding your lunge. And let's bring the right knee down. Knee padding if you like. You can fold up your mat or throw your blanket under there. And then, if you can, let's lift the right foot up. But if that hurts your knee at all, just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you'd like, without touching the foot, just reach the left arm back. And you're keeping the left knee in, hugging in toward the side of the body. So instead of letting it roll out, just keep it there. Let's take another full breath in. As you exhale, release the back foot. Frame the front foot. Pick it up and step it back to three-legged dog. So take the left leg in the air as you press the arms straight, drop the hips back. Option to stay there or to come into table with the right knee down as you circle through the left leg. So option one, we're down in our table. Option two, you're in your downward facing dog. Or switch the circle, maybe you're coming forward to plank. And up and back. One more breath. As you exhale, open up your hip. So if you're down in table and your left hip is open, you just swing the right foot back and feel free to step your left foot back for modified side plank. If you're in down dog and your left hip is open, you can stay there. Or option three, wild thing. Step over to Paschimottanasana. So turn your right heel, step your left foot back. Now flatten both of your feet as you step the right foot closer to the right hand. Drive your weight to the heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Free your left arm, engage the core. Keep pushing into the right foot as well. And then come on back over. Feel free to rest right away. Or maybe you come forward to plank, inhaling. On the knees or on the toes, exhale, lower to the belly or hover, Urdvha Dhanurasana. Press into the feet and draw the heels toward each other as you roll the heart forward, inhaling. Exhale to rest, a seat, child's pose, or downward facing dog. We'll take 5 breaths. Water if you need it. Exhale 5. Two more breaths. One more breath. And then when you're ready, let's find our way to downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Bending the knees, look forward. You can step forward, or wherever your gaze is, off the top of your mat, keep it there, and you can step or jump forward. Half lift, inhale, and exhale to fold. Let's stay here in our fold for a few breaths. If you want to, you can simply rub the back of the legs, the whole leg, the front, side, the back, whatever. Just give yourself some love. As we start to move into the realm where we don't really get physical touch anymore, we've got to give it to ourselves. It's an essential part of our body's ability to thrive. For lymphatic massage, you just draw up toward the heart with about 4% pressure. So you're moving the fluids through the body, moving the lymph to the lymph nodes to be processed. Energetically, this includes everything that is unfulfilling. This is helping our immune systems. Okay, when you're ready, press into your feet. Let's rise up to stand. Press into the toes, keeping the heels down to find your back bend. So lift your chest up away from your hips. Feel the grounded sensation of your feet and draw weight forward into your toes. Feel the energy move up from the feet through between the legs, up through Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, and the perineum lifts. So lift your root. Draw the navel up underneath the ribs as the right arm rises. Option to stay right here or start to circle your right arm down, around, and up. Now reach up through the right hand. Imagine that there's scoop the tail to roll the heart open. Some of you can start to walk the right foot closer and can step up for bird of paradise. So make sure, take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Turn your left toes in as you walk towards your right. Let's shift here, bending the knees. Draw the heels in and the toes out. And start to walk your weight to your right and to your left. And through your center, to the right. If you want to, you can start to slide your hands. Imagine sand underneath you, and you're just drawing in the sand. Or if you'd like, Skandasana, bending your left knee, straighten your right leg, pull in through the inner thighs, hug the heels in, and stop your knee over your right ankle, straighten the left leg, fly the arms, and side to side. Let's come through center and bring the hands to the mat. Turn the heels out and the toes slightly in. Make sure that the feet are on the same plane. Preparing for Paschimottanasana, draw your weight forward into your toes as well. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold in. If your head comfortably touches the floor, walk the hands behind you so that you can actually see your hands. If you can't see your entire hand, your hand is not far back enough. Okay, so that should be a tripod, a triangle. Okay. Then if you want to, you can rock the weight forward onto the crown of the head, and you can start to lift your heels up, coming into your headstand. If there's any kind of disc considerations or spinal considerations, please let that pass. Deep breaths here. Anything that you want with the arms. Let's take one more breath. And then walk your hands onto the mat or onto the floor. Bend your knees a little bit and start to walk toward your right. Turn your right toes parallel to the long side of the mat. Left toes turn in slightly. Leading with your left hand, let's rise to warrior two. And then inhale, straighten both legs, stand up. And exhale and bend. Inhale, stand. And exhale, bend. Now just dance with your breath. Let your arms move freely as you straighten and bend the front knee. But the back leg is your anchor. So imagine that your back leg is really tethered and you're moving away from that tether. You can imagine like an exercise band around the back leg and the front knee, and you're having to resist to really bend the front knee. Straighten your bone forward. As you exhale, come into Trikonasana, right hand down, left arm high, and you can stay right there, breath. That safe and sacred space. Then let's bend into the front knee. Reverse your warrior. And come back into Trikonasana. Right hand down, left arm high. Your back leg is your power as you bend the front knee, reverse your warrior. Viparita Virabhajasana into Trikonasana. Both legs are strong. Keep squeezing the left glutes. Anytime you feel like the left leg isn't working anymore. One more time, Trikonasana. And then reverse. And let's drop the right forearm onto the right thigh. Preparing for Utthita Paschimottanasana, extended side angle. Let's take that left arm and sweep it up over the head. Let the palm face down. Now take your left hip underneath you, and the more you do that, the more you can roll your heart open. Now you might be able to stay there, or maybe you wrap the right arm, left arm, I'm used to mirroring, my bad. Left arm behind your back, that's cool. If you want to bring your right hand down to the ground, you can see how it might feel to bring your shoulder inside the leg, and then the right hand can go underneath you, maybe joining the hands. Then your hips go forward so your heart can roll open. Maybe your gaze draws up, or start to walk your left foot closer. Then let's turn the right foot in as you walk. Putting the weight on your left leg. Keep your bind if you can, rising to Sarvagasana, the bird of paradise. And then let the length of your spine be the first thing, Bandhasana, and then let the leg stretch. Maybe you turn your head away from the leg. Push down through all the left toes and engage the left inner thigh all the way up into the left groin. Then bend, step it back, send it back. Let's release. Take a deep breath in, and exhale the hands down inside the front foot. Turn to your left, and this time we're coming into Mandukasana, frog pose. So let's bring the knees to the ground. Take your mat and fold it up so that it is double length, double width, thickness, but long, okay? And if you have a blanket, you can put your blanket underneath your forearms if you'd like to. So if you would rather, you can always come into modified Mandukasana by coming to a wall, and you lay down on your back and you'll take your feet wide with your knees each bent to 90 degrees. So this is option one, and that can be nice because that's just a nice inner thigh stretch, but there's no weight on the joints there. However, if you want to come deep into the hips, I think that was one of our requests, and it's okay for the knees, then the knees just go wide. The feet go directly behind the knees, so you just relax the feet. Then the hips go back as you come down onto your forearms. Engage the core, sit back, and breathe. Let's connect to the breath. So perhaps coming back to the energy and the visual of those people who needed support in your life, let's bring them back into our field of focus. Call them in and deepen your breath. Picture them well, safe, thriving. And you know this to be true because your body is well. Your mind is well. Your spirit is ever present. We are safe. We are thriving. Temples, giving your temples a little squeeze. So support the weight of your head with your hands. Squeeze in on your temples just a little bit and take some deep breaths. And maybe your eyes close or maybe your gaze just drops. Feeling warm and supported. Take one more breath. And then let's slowly come up. And we'll spread the mat out. So if you've got your mat folded, just go ahead and release it out. Let's grab a sip of water before we move on. We're coming into Ustrasana or camel pose. So this requires feet, hips, heart openers, and it could be an inversion depending on how far back your head goes, okay? So first things first, you wanna create knee padding. So this can be a little bit tricky for the knees. So if you wanna put your blanket underneath you, you can, or just fold your mat up a few times so that you can get some knee padding. Now, if you have a blanket, it's helpful to make sure that the edges of the blanket are together so that camel all together. Another way of doing it is by coming into bridge pose. So bridge pose, make sure that your your upper arms are on the ground. You can lift your hips, and it's the same action, pushing down into the feet, scooping the tail and drawing the glutes upward. Then, if you like, you can walk your feet closer in and take your hands to touch your heels. You can lift your heart. So that's an option. We will find ourselves standing on the knees. And let's find neutral pelvis here. So some of you might be able to flatten the feet. Some of you might want to tuck the toes. I like to tuck the toes. It's important that we push down into the feet. If you can see my feet, often what I see a lot in back bends is that there's nothing going on with the feet. They're just like flopping around back there. So whether your feet are flat or whether your toes are tucked, you're pushing down into the ball of the foot, and the heel, the inner heel is isometrically drawing in toward each other. So in and up, okay? Now anchor through the feet and feel the knees just kind of directly underneath the hips. Then we'll bring the hands to the low back, heels of the hands on the low back and fingers down toward the feet. Now, let's send the hips back and then let's roll the pelvis forward. Let it be a wave. Sit back, inhale, and exhale, press. Inhale, sit. Exhale, roll. Inhale, sit. Exhale, roll. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Stand up. Now anchor down and back through the feet. Scoop your tail slightly forward. Press the hips forward. And let's take the left hand to the low back. Start to circle the right arm around in a big circle around your body. You're pushing down through the feet. You are pressing down through the legs, but you're isometrically hugging the legs toward each other. Each time, your arm can come around and you can look at your heel, maybe you can touch it. And then let's support the low back with the right hand, scooping the tail, engaging the lower belly. So each time you circle the arm, Your spine is getting longer and your back bend might be getting a little bit deeper. You can say hello to your foot with your gaze, but make sure your feet are still working. Now, both hands to the low back for option one. Press the hips forward, lift the heart high, and roll the shoulders back and open up the throat. Let's stimulate the adrenal glands here. If you can circle the hands to the heels one at a time. If you have that, then press the hips forward, push down into the feet, scoot the tail forward, feel the thighs move forward. See if you can spin the inner thighs forward. If you want, drop the head back, close your eyes. 3 breaths. Use your core to come out of the low back. The low back gets long. 2, 1. Slowly walk the hands to the low back. Let's stand up. Make sure you're standing on a level surface. We're going to do some hip circles here. So a lot of tension sometimes can be created. So just free circular motion through the torso, through the hips. Deep breaths. Now step the feet wide, take the hands to the thighs, sit low, drop your right shoulder, come through center, inhale, drop your left shoulder. And last time. Okay, coming into Malasana, walk the feet a little closer, and then you can sit down, bending your knees only to 90 degrees, or you can sit a little lower, letting the hips drop. Okay, from here, coming into Malasana, maybe we're sitting on blocks, maybe we're sitting on the floor. Take a breath. Some of you might like to stretch your hips and low back, so you can start to snuggle your arms in a little bit lower, and you can let your head drop. Holding Malasana, we'll take 5 breaths. Continue to hold Malasana. Are you guys still here? Two more breaths.